Okay, so I've just pulled over at Josh's and something has definitely let go on the Saxo. I'm not sure what it is. You can see it's smoking a little bit. Started to smoke a little bit when I was actually driving it. Answers below, I'm not really sure, but I think it's oil just coming out of the cap, maybe out of the rocker cover it looks like. Maybe the gasket's gone, I'm not really sure. I just wanted to keep the engine on for a minute just to see where I can actually see it coming from. Not really sure where it's coming from in the car. A lot of oil down there, she ain't happy. Wow, there's loads of oil down there as well. Okay, something's definitely gone wrong with the Saxo. Let's have a look. Loads of oil just down there as well, all over the heat shield. That's why all the smoke's coming up. Can only imagine something's let go, I'm not sure. Okay, so turning the car off, what I can actually see is just here, it looks like what I can assume is oil coming out of the rocker cover gasket that's just around there. That's what it looks like, and it's obviously burning onto the heat shield at the moment. You can see it's actually come down onto the alternator as well. There's none actually coming out of the filter just below there, but it looks like someone's already been in here, if I'm honest, with all the sort of gasket stuff that I can see slightly oozing out of the rocker cover there. Looks like someone's been in here as well, with the heat shield bolts being relatively new as well. The dipstick doesn't look like there's anything coming out of there, but yeah, the rocker cover does definitely look like it's chucking some oil out of her, which is a bit of a worry. So Josh is here. I don't know what just happened there, but something happened. What's your professional thoughts on what's just happened? Oil and heat don't go together, do they?
Fire!
Fire! The Saxo's on fire! It's not really, but something's leaking while it's driving.
It's rather moist down there.
It's, yeah, look how moist it is here. There's some serious moisture, yeah, not in a good way. Some serious moisture there. This was already moist a minute ago, but it's set fire.
I pressure washed this off you left.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you did pressure wash this, and yeah, there's definitely new oil coming out of somewhere. That's a good start to the video. Okay, I've just started it up. I hope you guys can hear. What is that sound? I don't know where it's coming from. We're just getting Josh's car off the driveway. Oh, it stopped. No, it's still going. Yeah, something is not happy in this car. Yeah, they're meant to be twisty. There's no oil in it, is there? No, there is a good bit of oil in it.
To let it sit for a bit, won't they?
Yeah.
I don't think it's meant to be twisty.
Twisty like that. Leave a comment below if you know that Saxo VTS dipsticks are supposed to be twisty like that. I can't remember the last time I saw a dipstick that was twisty, if I'm quite honest. It just, why is it spinning round? Why is that happening? Okay, so that's not the start to this video I was expecting. What we're actually going to do is take cover off, and me and Josh have been thinking, having a quick look around the car, what we can only expect it to be coming out of this join here, which I don't actually know what that bit is, where it's seeping from, but we're going to try and take this off and sort of see where it's coming from. It's probably the best bet. Okay, so we're going to start by trying to take these bolts out of the engine. The first thing that we've come across is someone's already been here, so they've actually, I would say, started to strip the top bits out of this plastic bit. So someone's actually already been in here, and they must have gunned all this on, because it is, that one is so deep it's actually cracked the plastic, and there's actually one missing out of that one. So just loosening these off is the first thing we're going to go, and then we're going to see what's underneath. I think that's the plan. I hope for the best, really. Yeah, this is, look how flimsy this is. It's supposed to be a race car. It's just like, wait. Right, I'm sorry everyone, but I'm going to have to snap this. I actually wanted to get a new one anyway, so RIP, sorry.
That's all right, you can put that back on.
I could actually put that back on.
Bit of glue.
Most of this car's broken anyway, so what difference would it make? Right,
wibble wobble.
That's wobbly. So someone has definitely been in here and not
What's going on? Look,
put them back together.
How do I focus in? There we go. Look. There's a great big gap.
There's actually gaps. So it's probably running about 40 brake horsepower at the moment.
Or 2 cylinders.
Or 2 cylinders. Because that, it shouldn't do that. Shouldn't be doing that.
Well, they got grease on them as well, look.
Have they?
Yeah.
Oh, they've got grease on them. Why have they got grease on them? I don't understand.
Because you really want your spark plugs.
So yeah, these haven't actually been done up at all in the car, so this is very, very loose. In fact, it was barely 2 turns and they were actually off the car, and I'm using these because the car is still really, really hot as well.
Want to be a connector.
Okay, so there is quite a lot of oil in there.
Shall we go get some brake cleaner?
Should we clean that? We're gonna clean this. Whoa, okay, so
Like the old days.
it's like the old days. We're in Shabu. We're gonna go to Health Frauds because we need some brake cleaner. I think that's the idea, isn't it?
And we need to let it cool down.
And we need to let the car cool down because it is so hot to take everything out.
And brake cleaner is quite flammable.
Yeah, I don't really want it to be on fire. Like, we got to say Shamu is still for sale, right? Josh now wouldn't mind swapping it with something.
I got a cunning plan. But
Cunning plan.
I'm keeping that quiet. I haven't heard the new whale song, have you? Since
No.
the turbos have gone on.
Oh, new whale song.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my window down as well. Oh, it makes the wishy noise. Oh, it never used to make them noises, did it?
That's not how you park, right?
That's not how you park, but that is stancey parking. Shout out to Helford's, £10 on brake cleaner.
Oh, there's leaves in there as well.
What we've just noticed, can
I
the
noticed-
camera pick that up?
I noticed something else.
Here, that's still on the car from when the previous person has taken the core packs out and they've just put that bolt. They've just put that bolt there. Oh, there's a missing thing there.
There's a thing here.
What is that in there? Let's just. We're gonna go up. We're going up. What is it? What's that?
Like a collar or something.
Ah, it's not a spark plug.
But there is oil in your spark plug.
There's oil in the spark plug, of course there is. That was actually tied to the window washer bottle.
Nice.
Why is that even still on the car? That makes absolutely no sense.
We're coming off.
Oh, we're coming off.
Oh, it's
So, that's alright. Then what we were thinking was the manifold was actually going to be hiding something. But that is actually a standard manifold. So much oil here, loads of oil on the front of the engine block there. The idea being that we're going to clean the engine bay up and then try and see where the oil is actually coming out of. Safety first. Safety. Put your rubber gloves on. Again, we don't tell people what to do on this channel. It isn't a how-to. But what we're going to do is use brake cleaner to clean, well, it's just so much oil on the engine block. Oh my god. But it's relatively cool now, the engine. It's cooler than it was. This has answered a question for me though. I do want 421 manifold, if anyone's got one, and I want it to be super sprint really, just because I like the idea of super sprint. I want to be that guy with a super sprint system. Super sprint front, maybe a custom centre box, you know, so it still retains some trackability.
Well, yeah, you have to be, what, 98 decibels?
Yeah, which I think these completely straight through are not that at all. So if you have one, I'm in the market. Here. I'm going to close up with you guys just before I actually take all of that out. Yeah, can you see how bad? Look how disgusting all of that is in there. Serious amounts of grime and just horribleness on this engine bay. Again, using just the Helford's brake cleaner that we picked up from Helford's. It's literally doing such a good job to just get rid of all of the top horrible bits that we don't need. Obviously taking all of this off is going to mean that we're going to at least try and see where all of the oil is coming from. What have you found there, mate?
Just that.
It's a bit of gasket inside the engine there.
Ready to ruin it.
Ready to ruin. That's a bad time. Oh, I've lost my nozzle. I've lost my nozzle. Look at that, brand new.
Brand spanking.
Lovely job. Damn it!
At least it's not 10 mil.
Yeah. That's actually happening because I broke Josh's tools. Bad times. Wow, why wouldn't there be a phone?
Oh no.
Oh, this is the video that keeps on giving. Do you remember that? Because that's what this feels like. Here's an interesting story for everyone watching right now. Josh went to, where did you go?
The Bahamas.
The Bahamas,
With
what
work.
a place with work. You didn't go for like just some nice time out there. You had a PT Cruiser as a car out there?
Worst car
Ever. Made even worse when you got crashed into.
Yep.
Got crashed into.
The hire car company got funny with me for me getting crashed into.
For him getting crashed into. How does that work? Right, let's start this. Right, so the sum of what we've done is cleaned the engine down just to see if any of the oil is coming out now.
Probably a bit early, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll drive it after putting an air filter on it and just see where it comes from. At least the engine block itself is clean, so we can actually see next time we come to this where we might need a gasket of some sort.
Nice and tight now.
And they're actually tight now. That means it actually might go somewhere, which would be quite nice. Oh, okay, so next up we have this is a short shifter from eBay itself. $29.99 worth of genuine short shift. The reason I got this one is because it actually deletes this center console, which is
I don't
quite
mind
nice.
the centre console. That's where
I don't know.
That's where your tap of bits is.
Nah, I don't need that anymore. I want this. I want this just in the thing. I can't see it being that hard if I'm honest. It's got two
That's what she said.
off camera. Honestly, it's got a nice little bit of throw to it though. I think so. We shall see how this goes on.
Finger stuck.
Hopefully, I don't get my finger stuck in it.
You got to miss the gear.
That actually feels a lot nicer than it was. So this is the finished product, eBay Specials. I'm going to call it a short shifter, but it's basically just replacing this boot. What I actually did was, I didn't really show the camera because I just wanted to get it right first time round, was cut the original sort of plastic ball off the actual gear stick, completely taking the original out, and then literally there is this fix in here with two Allen key bolts to just clamp on there, and the same on the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I did.
And then you didn't do none of it. I didn't even video most of it because I was just really trying to concentrate on not ruining the drive of the car. Right, so the Saxo is pretty much complete for today, but we have been joined by a beautiful EP3 Type R. Shout out for buying a new car as well, from a BMW 3 Series to this. One of the cleanest Type Rs I've ever seen in existence. Mega clean. Completely standard. When was the last time you saw a completely standard EP3? Shout out to stickers as well, let's come round.
It's all about the stickers.
It's all about the stickers. And we found out today that DC5 wheels don't fit.
No. Those wheels.
Those wheels over here, these, the Enkeys, do not fit this car
Those might.
for some reason. Yeah, let's put Shamoos on it actually. So guys, I hope you liked this video of the Saxo. I basically just wanted to clean up that engine bay after really seeing how much oil was in there. And as the lads come in, we're coming in. Thank you very much for helping me today. I appreciate you.
That's all right.
I appreciate you for buying an EP3 Type R,
loads,
because
didn't
I really wanted to buy an EP3 as well. And yeah, you've done loads. You've put wheels on cars and stuff. But we're gonna end with one of these. We ready? Just one of them. Yeah.